Hi everyone, this is Leslie Sloane and I'm the owner of Oracle's Color Therapy and the creator of the Oracle Healing Cards. And I'm going to do a beautiful reading for you this week from May 9th through the 15th. Are you ready? Here we go. So the oracle that popped out is Twilight 2 and it's called Awakening to Your Inner Symphony. And you know, this is a big one because if we don't hear our inner sound, then we don't know what our life's purpose and mission is. So this is a very big one to dive into. So here, when we're looking at this oracle, you see a young boy in his closet who's isolated himself from life, and he feels very lonely. And he's scared, and he's in need of a very loving embrace. And the peridot, or that luminous green, that lime green, and the blue colors surrounding his closet are reflective of a soul issue that he's not wanting to face. And his orange headphones are blasting music to drown out his thoughts. So this is distracting him from hearing his inner guidance. And you know, how many times have we done this? How many people do we know that do this as well? And so the orange itself reveals his emotional trauma, which he perpetuates by not listening. He's not paying attention. He's afraid to hear something that's going to change his life. So but you see a musical note that's emerging over his heart, and it's just luminous. And this is his expanded self, or his soul, trying to activate his inner symphony. Because when we don't hear it, we're lost to our soul's purpose in life. You know, this is all part of feeling connected to ourselves within the universe as universal particles. So when this oracle emerges, it's because there are unloved parts of ourselves which need to be acknowledged, healed, and let go of. And the thing is that this takes courage. This process is better known as the dark night of the soul, in which we need alone time and silence away from electronic devices. I know this is a sacrifice, but the phones, the TVs, all the distractions, the iPads, everything, preventing us from hearing our infinite self speaking to us. And, here it is. It's a choice like anything else. Are you willing to give up your electronics for at least a couple of days to sort out your life? I mean, that's what this is about. It's about hearing your own frequency, getting to your soul's sacred song, your primordial heartbeat. Who are you? And so that's what this is about. So the Twilight 2, when you're working with this oracle, it's going to support you with a foundation of love, bringing courage to take you into a journey back into the womb of the universal mother, the cosmic goddess, which, what she does is she holds you very safely as you recycle through her from lifetime to lifetime, and she holds the answers for you because she holds the blueprint of your soul, and she reminds you of your sound. And so the healing transmissions coming through this oracle will assist you in awakening to your ancient codes and your unique sound, bringing new realizations and an unfolding of your infinite potential. And as well, it's going to give you confidence and help you to feel safe and nurtured and connected, because when we feel soothed, then it helps it helps us to move through the times when we feel depression or isolation rising. And this is a really beautiful oracle for that, because this does talk about how we do move through phases of depressions, or sometimes not even getting out of it because we feel that disconnection and we don't know how to get back to it. And so it's through a vibration, and that's what this particular oracle is. It's the vibration of helping you to connect to your primordial sound, so you can remember, by feeling your heart and hearing the sound coming from your heart and its messages, you will know how to take the next step with clarity and with absolute joy. So it really, here's another thing, it helps you to connect more deeply and know that you're supported by your star family. So here's the big question. Are you ready? There's probably two questions, but the first one's pretty loaded. What are you running from? How does this apply to you right now? What are you running from? What is it that you've been avoiding? And here's avoid, a void. you're not wanting to look at it. It's a void. It's the shadow. It's the darkness. That's the dark night of the soul. What are you avoiding? Are there messages that you've been hearing that you have been turning away from? Is there something in your life that you've not been listening to because it's going to create a change in your life? That's part of the green, is the change, it's the shift. So, once we listen to our messages and we acknowledge them, then we have to move forward on that path. So, what is it that you can think of right now that you've not been paying attention to? And don't judge it. Just say, what have I been ignoring within myself that I need to move forward with? And that's the big question, and it's a loaded one, but it'll at least get you to the next level of your life. And it's about being truthful and honest. So be honest with yourself when you're asking the question. So that would be it. So have a thought about that. And then also, for those of you who don't know anything about the oracles, these are living matter. So these are a manifestation of what's inside. They are an expression of yourself as light, as human beings, as iridescence, in 56 beautiful, beautiful colors. So we're moving you out of the seven rainbow of the third dimension into the 56 broadband rainbow spectrum, so that you can receive the teachings that will and experiences that will shift your consciousness, because these are living matter. They will create particle realignment, but you must choose them yourself. No one else can do it, because no one else knows the story of your soul but you, right? No one else came other than creation, and you're part of creation. So I want to give all of you who are using the oracles and who've had them for quite some time a little tip. Is that, and I will do a video on this just to show you how to do it. But when you're working with your oracles, look away and shuffle 3 times. Continuing to look away, you can choose you can fan them out, or you can just keep them in a pile and keep them in order from 1st through 4th. And then you can go to page 20 and look up what their meanings are, and of the positions, and then you'll actually look up the colors, which are listed in symphonic order, because I want you to understand the scale of the sound moving through you. And so they actually let you have this beautiful dialogue with your soul, your guides, and infinite light as one. So every color, and even look at the colors you're wearing right now. Why do you think you're wearing them? Because it's a language of light, the most ancient in the multi-universe. They are multidimensional, like you and I, and so they're encoded tens of thousands of times with sacred geometries, sounds of unconditional love, the prayers of love and light, the vibrations of the oracles, which themselves are the sound of love through each color that comes in, which is infusing yourselves with a different level of light, igniting your own light to rise in your own cells. When you illuminate, you burn away the thought forms from your ancestral, familial, and societal lineages that you've been carrying unconsciously. And most of how we're functioning is through 80-85% unconscious matter. So to have a dialogue and to have gazing sessions with these oracles will help you dissolve unconscious distortions that are creating fear and confusion, that bring in the inner critic, that create judgment, that create lack of self-esteem or the lack of mentality, even preventing you from making a growth in your finances in the world. It's all connected. So they will help you to connect through the sound of love coming through each of the vibrations. And so this is an expression of your soul. So you can always go to the website and take a look, and even sign into the newsletters, because I have Reading of the Week every week, and we send the newsletters out once a week with some new information and new specials that I'm doing with the oracles and with readings with me, because they go very deep and they're very profound, and you will feel the shift inside your body, in your cells, and you're not going to believe it. So, because these are reflections of your own light, they're reflections of you and who you really are. And the greatest teachers and the greatest masters will always reflect your light back to you. Now, they look like cards, but they're not. And I have a level 1 workshop that is ready to go. It's already been recorded, and it comes with a PDF. It's extremely interactive, and I will take you through a 2-hour journey where I open up multidimensional portals within your heart, within your soul, and I bridge duality into unification, and I tell you a story that has never been shared before, ever, because this is part of what I'm here to do, to bring this light to you and to help you understand the connection of your soul and all that is. And so you're going to meet places in yourself you've never met before. And you'll feel this, and this is absolutely interactive from beginning to end. Beautiful meditations and beautiful pictures to follow along with, and there will be self-inquiry as well. So for all of you who have the oracles, to look into the level 1 open source mystery school workshop, contact me about that. It's not up on the website yet, and then I will set you up. But it's amazing. So tune in to the newsletters and sign in, and go to the Facebook page as well, because I'm doing beautiful posts probably a couple times a week, and giving you new information about the colors to support your journey and your unfolding as an iridescent being. So now that we're at the end of the video, I'm going to leave you with 30 seconds of beautiful gazing with this gorgeous mandala. This is the heart. This is compassion right here. This is compassion. Look at these colors. They're just, and they pull you in, and they help you to feel serene and peaceful. It's just beautiful. So as I always suggest, have some pen and paper ready for you as you're having a gazing session. Now you are going into a living dialogue with your soul and your guides in infinite light as one. And so if something comes up, words or phrases, begin to write them down, because this is part of your personal story emerging. And as you're having a gazing session, things are going to start dissolving and awakening at the same time on multidimensional levels. So just let the experience happen, whatever you're going to experience, because you're also unique, and just let it unfold and see what comes up, okay? So thank you for joining me, everyone, and stay tuned, because there's more on the way, and I will see you for another fabulous reading next week. All right. Mwah. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.